Good morning, students. Hope you're all safe at home and stay safely at home and don't move anywhere. And I hope you have bought the books, especially you need to have your textbooks when it comes to language. The textbook is the main tool to understand the language and to study these lessons. And in the previous classes, 2 to 3 videos, you have seen and learned the lesson, the tsunami, the big disaster that occurred on 26th 2004. And we had seen how the people and the animals got affected by this disaster. Especially the number of animals were not that very affected, but the humans were killed in a great number. In this section of study, we will study today the grammar as well as the vocabulary items that had come in this lesson, the tsunami. Let us move on to page number 30. It's headed with the title Working with the Text. Under Working with the Text, the second question, if you go through which words in the list below describe Sanjeev in your opinion. I request every one of you to open your textbooks and take the page 30 and 31 so that we can concentrate on the language items, vocabulary and the grammar part. Let us come on. Look up the meanings of these words given in blue box. Okay. Take your dictionary and your textbooks. If you have no dictionary, no problem, because most of the words you already know about it. But one or two words you might have feel difficult to get it. So it's better to use your dictionary always to do these exercises. First word, cheerful, ambitious, brash, B-R-A-S-H, brash, brave, careless, heroic, selfless, heartless and humorous. Let us come to the word cheerful. Cheerful means joyful, pleasureful. It means full of happiness. Next come to ambitious, A-M-B-I-T-I-O-U-S. Ambitious means determined to reach something, determined to do something. Ambitious means have a great will to learn or to achieve something is ambitious. Let us come to brash. The word brash. Brash means rude, impolite and being little aggressive. It's a new word for you, completely a new word, brash. Brave, being courageous, not being covetous. Careless, not being careful. Okay? And heroic. Hero in the sense can be done everything. He's most creative, skillful and having a romantic looks. Heroic in the sense can do everything. He's the hero in the movie or he's the hero in the film. In the sense, he's a main character in that particular story or the film. And selfless. Selfless means not being selfish and be ready to help somebody. Okay? He comes forward or he or she comes forward to help somebody. They can extend their hand to help out somebody. Heartless. No heart to do anything. That means not being very kind, being little unkind, not being so kind or helpful. Humorous in the sense funny, comic, okay, humorous. These are all words or most familiar words except brash. Okay, use these words from the list to complete the 3 sentences below. Here in this textbook on page number 30, the first question goes like this. I don't know if Sanjay was cheerful, dash or dash. There are certain adjectives given. In the blue box, there are some 9 to 8 words. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9 words. All 9 words are called adjectives. I know you know what is the definition of adjective. An adjective is a word that describes or it describes the personality, it describes the characteristic or it describes something or someone and sometimes it qualifies and quantifies. Okay, characteristic feature of the people is nothing but an adjective. An adjective is a word that describes or it narrates the person or a thing. So here all 9 adjectives are the describing words and we have to use these words in the blanks which are given below and they should be apt, they should be suitable to this questions. I don't know if Sanjay was cheerful, dash or dash. Whether he was cheerful, brash, or careless. Brash in the sense impolite, not being so good, not being polite, impolite or rude. Okay, ambitious, or you can use the word ambitious, brash, or careless, or heartless, no problem. Any word is suitable here, because here we come across the personality that we need to describe of Sanjeev. So we don't know what kind of character that Sanjeev has. Okay, these are the characteristic features, so any word is suitable over there. I think that he was very brave. I think that he was very brave, dash and dash. Here you can use the word brave, heroic or humorous. Any word is suitable here, but it should be apt. Let us come to the third question. Sanjeev was not heartless. He was not heartless. Was not heartless in the sense he was very helpful, brash or humorous. Otherwise you can use ambitious, cheerful. Any word is suitable here. See, whichever the word that you wanted to use them in these blanks can be okay, because everywhere we are supposed to narrate the character of Sanjay. Okay, and the remaining questions come under the questions that we need to write. Working with the language. Let us come across the working with the language here. First question goes like this. Go through part 1 carefully. There are 3 parts in the lesson, the tsunami. The first part you need to go through, because there are certain words which describes the movement. What is the difference between moment and movement? Movement means motion, moving from one place to another. Moment means at the point of time. At the point of time. Try to know the difference between moment and I have some good moments with my family. Okay, we are moving from this village to town. So movement is nothing but motion or mobility. Moment in the sense at the point of time. Let us go through. There are 3 different kinds of movements written in part 1. There are certain words which are expressing whether the movement is fast, slow, or rather slow or fast. Not completely slow, it means moderate movement. Not completely fast, not very slow. So can you explain why there are many words in one column and not in the others? They were used certain words in one column. Why it is used? You have to write your own reason over there. So for that you need to do the research work and you need to read the whole part 1 in order to find out which word or words are used to express the fast movement, slow movement, and rather moderate movement. Let us come to the second section of study, that is fill in the blanks in the sentences below. The words given in the bracket will give you a clue. Each word which is kept in blank, in brackets, is giving a clue to find out which one is the noun form of the verb. Suppose to take movement is the noun, move is the verb. Okay, move is the verb and movement is the noun. So you have to find out from the verbs, you have to derive the nouns. Okay, with the help of verbs, you have to derive the nouns. That's the exercise given below. The earth trembled. Tremble means moving. Okay, and the earth trembled, it's a shaking, but many people felt dash tremble. Tremble is the verb. What is the noun form of tremble? Trembling. When the zoo was flooded, the zoo was flooded with water. The water entered the zoo. There was a lot of dash and many animals escaped by the time, because when the water gets in, when the water is receding, when the water is coming forward and there was no place for the animals to stay on, so they were slowly escaping from the zoo and into the countryside. Countryside is the village. The animals at the zoo, when the water flooded in, there was a lot of dash and many animals escaped into the countryside. The word that is given, confuse. What are the V1, V2, V3, V4 forms and V5 forms of confuse? Confuse, base form of the verb. Confused, past form of the verb. Past participle is confused, and V4 is confusing, and V5 is confuses. What you have to do here is, with the help of confuse, you have to find out its noun form. What is the noun form of confuse? Confusion. Confusion is the noun and confuse is the verb. Let's come to the third one. We heard with the dash that the lion had been recaptured. We heard with the dash that the lion had been recaptured. Capturing means catch hold of something. Recapturing in the sense it's been escaped and again we caught hold of it. That is recaptured. When you are learning this grammar, you need to concentrate the vocabulary even. So, the word, the clue that is given in bracket is relieve. Relieve is the verb. What is the noun form of relieve? Relieve, relieved, relieved, relieves and relieving. But here what you have to find out is, you have to find out the noun form of relieve. Relief is the noun of relieve. R-E-L-I-E-V-E, relief is the verb. Relief. R-E-L-I-E-F is the relief. It's a noun form. So you have to derive the verb, you have to derive the noun from the given verb which is kept in brackets. Second one, there was much dash in the village when the snake charmer came visiting. When the snake charmer entered the village, all the village children were at the back of the charmer. So why they were, how were they? There was much dash in the village. The whole village is in one particular emotion. What is that emotional state of excite? Excite, excited, excited, excite, exciting and excites. What is the verb, what is the noun form of the verb excite, Excitement. Excitement is the noun form of